Welcome everyone to the Watchlist, your virtual weekly TV guide right here on the Latin Nerds Network. Ready to go over all the shows, films, documentaries released on streaming over the past week. Give you our best recommendations or non-recommendations, and of course, you guys are reminded of what's coming out this week, so you too can create your very own watch list. Joining us, and always, is Senor Jaime, aka Chuy. What is a very easy, short week, so this won't be a very long show at all, not a whole lot, but something big to talk about, as always.
Yes, man. Tomorrow
Um,
night, man. Vamos, Colombia. Dale.
sure, got the,
Don't be like the Panthers. Whoops.
Florida. Are you two or three hockey fans are here in South Florida?
They're choking. They're
It's not over
choking.
yet. It's not over yet. Saying there's a chance. Um,
Okay. 32 days. 32 days. Let's go. San Diego, baby.
you got Comic Con coming up and all that. So Chew's very excited about that. You got your ticket. Let me see your ticket. You got your badge there. There's your
Of course,
badge.
man.
It's your
Hold on. Let me
badge of
cover up the name
honor.
because there's always people trying to copy stuff.
I
So
know, I know. I got you. I got you. So you got mine. Not that I'm going to be using it, but I still have it.
abs.
But I will be next year. Either one. So let's get to again. Not a big week at all. So we're gonna do a quick takes on a couple shows, and then we'll focus. We have one show to feature, of course. We all know what that's going to be. But
Absolutely.
first,
Let's
then
go.
let's get started. The first one here. I don't think you've seen it yet. Chewy actually got an early screen on this one. That's Orphan Black Echoes, which is actually releasing today
Well,
on
actually, it's
AMC.
already out on AMC Plus, but I'm not going to pay
Oh,
for
well,
AMC
with
Plus.
NC Plus, if you have that, it's on, but not
So.
AMC tonight. I assume 9, 10 o'clock, whatever.
Yeah.
This, of course, in the world of Orphan Black, show back a few years ago. I never really watched it, so I really wasn't sure what it's about. So I'm going to pretty clean, so I won't be able to compare. And everyone wants to compare it's as good as the last one or whatever the case is. So I'm not here to tell you that, but so far it's solid. Kristen Ritter, of course, from Breaking Bad. From the Marvel series, forgot the name of it, Jessica Jones. I guess she plays a woman who wakes up with no memory, and apparently she's been created. 4D printer just takes place in the future, and she finds a way out, escape out of the facility. Now she's trying to stay away from those who are after and trying to figure out what she actually is. Essentially, what the show is about. I said I don't know what Orphan Black was, so I assume it's something similar or something same thing. I guess, right? I don't know. Chewy,
Yeah,
I guess.
I mean, yeah, it's the same vein, right? I mean, I would say
Yeah,
with the company that created clones, or
right.
was manipulating clone technology.
Okay.
So yeah,
Yeah, this is more, I guess, fruitful creation. But yeah, so look, so far it's interesting. I like the premise. It's a cool idea. Having this human being created from scratch, if you will. I'm sure it's based off a character that she actually does find at the end of the show, the end of this episode, anyway. Solid show. Recommending it. It's not great. It's good enough to keep on watching and see what happens. So definitely put that on your watch list. The next one is Netflix, Gangs of Galicia, Spanish show, Espanol. Joder. We got a kind of your drama thriller. I guess we have a woman who's a lawyer in Madrid, close to her father, who ends up getting killed in Galicia, which is in the north west side of Spain. And she goes over there to find out what happened. She discovers he had kind of prior life. He was in witness protection, testifying against the drug organization there. And she tries to infiltrate that organization, gets caught up in a much bigger thing that she should be involved in. Chewy on the watch list? Not.
it's okay. I mean, it's our typical drug crime Spanish dramas. So yeah,
Yeah,
nothing exciting. I
it's
mean,
fine. I mean, I'll say no, I don't know watch this because I'm not really raving about it. I don't want to go, it's okay, and then go watch it. And I don't want to be that guy, right?
then no,
You
then
know what I'm
no.
saying? It's fine. Like if you had nothing else to watch, you're caught up in everything. You could do worse than put on the show, whatever. It's fine. 7 episodes, I think it's going to be. I probably
Mhm.
will finish it. Like I said, it's okay. It's standard as far as just kind of thrillers go, right? But nothing really spectacular going on there. So those are the two as far as quick takes. This is a very, very fast one here. The other big release, one we'll be looking forward to for a while, of course, that's House of Dragons, which we do a feature portion here on. Dropping is one episode, the second one tonight. Listen, if you're not watching this, if you've never seen Game of Thrones, right? Because there's people out there, believe it or not, who haven't seen Game of Thrones. Um, this may
True.
be a good way to get introduced into this world, I think. Particularly so you have no expectations and you go in there with watching the first season. Jumping on this one, first was great. First season was great. We know that. We
Mhm.
really liked it. We enjoyed the take on it. Chewy, how did it start off for you?
It was okay. Come on, man. What do you think I'm gonna say, dude? I fucking love this show,
I
man.
know, man.
I
Maybe you don't
love
like it.
everything. I love everything Game of Thrones related, man. Bring it on. Give me on more series. Come on.
They
Go
are
back
getting
and
more.
fix
We got a
go
prequel being
back go
filmed.
back and fix Game of Thrones or so we do last two seasons.
Well,
Whatever, man.
we can't do all that, but
No, but
um,
I mean, like I said, it gives us this. We know what we expect. We expect good writing. We expect great production. We expect great storytelling, and that makes sense for the most part. And no thanks to Double D's, and we get that in spades, right? We get dragons. I know that's like TV catch up
there's
as far as you're
no
concerned.
complaints over here.
And it gives us the political intrigue that we deserve in a fantasy world, right? And that ending, uh, you don't see it, but you hear it, and it's very gruesome. It's
Oh,
not good.
yeah, it did that. We know Game of Thrones is known for its shocking situations. Sometimes
Yes, yes.
this is no surprise to anybody, but at least they do shy away from actually showing it, which I get they should have in this
Well,
particular
yeah,
case.
there's
Not
certain
to spoil
things
it,
that
but
okay, there's the line,
there's a
and
line.
even they won't cross it.
Right, which is fine, right? But it's implied and it's bad enough in a good way.
Yes, and actually in the book it was a lot not more gruesome, but it was a lot more grueling decision
Hmm.
for her because here it was fairly straightforward. She just had twins. I think in the book she has three kids, right?
Oh, okay.
The heir and a couple of twins, and so she is made to make a decision. So that is just ultimately where there it's they wanted the first heir, right?
Right.
For whatever reason they couldn't tell them apart. Okay, whatever.
That's the only my only complaint is that yeah,
Or
there's
they
an
didn't
easy
want
way to
to
figure that out.
physically, yeah.
There really was.
But again, there's that line like, do you really want a couple of those guys? Looking under the hood. Okay,
It's Game of
even
Thrones,
Game of
dude.
Thrones, maybe it's
We've
a little
seen
much.
worse. I mean, I don't think that's.
Well,
I
but
mean,
still, I mean, yes, you see it worse, but still, when you're dealing with kids,
I
there's got to
get it.
be,
I get it, but there was an easy way.
here's a line, don't cross it.
Yeah,
Okay,
I can understand that, but again, that was
for decency's sake, you can make it
right.
convenient, whatever.
Yeah, it was a small gripe at the end of the day.
Understandable.
Yeah, very small
But
gripe.
again, but in the book it was a lot more grueling because there was two sons, right, and so she is made to pick one, right, and what happened there is where they tricked her, right? She picked one, and then I think it was Cheese, the rat catcher told the
Mhm.
kid, man, so even or I think your mom wanted it dead, and they end up killing the other one, and so it's just brutal. It's absolutely brutal.
No, absolutely, and we're gonna. I'm sure the repercussions of that are gonna be huge, and we'll see
Oh, of course,
shortly.
of course,
But
of
yeah,
course.
listen, yeah, I picked out right with the first season. Kind of ended off with the death of the Renner's son, of course, and her dealing with the grief and all, and coming back like, all right, let's do this, right? And this finally they're throwing the gauntlet down, leading up to what happened in the end. Of course, yeah, it looks just great, man. I mean, the writing's always good. It's
Oh
top notch
yeah, yeah.
writing, and it's not a fast paced show. It never was for the most part, right? You
It
have
was never meant to be.
it never
It's
was,
show
right? It's always that one
that
episode that
builds, right?
blows you
You
away,
want a
right?
show, Now we're gonna get a fair amount of
Of
action,
course, of course.
that so it's not gonna be built where there is. Well, I'm not sure how they're proceeding. Maybe I might be completely off,
Right.
but typical with Game of Thrones, where they built to that crescendo, that episode 8, 9, 10 combo,
Right, right.
right? And here it's a little different because it's more of a history, still told in a dramatic and way, but it wasn't like it's built into a single battle or something big, really big happening. So I expect that to be prepped throughout because it's a short season. It's only 8 episodes this season,
Oh, it's
so I
only
don't think
eight.
it's
Oh man, that's kind of a
yes,
shame.
yeah. They cut it back from 10, yeah, because they got renewed for season 3, and I think they want to give it the proper pacing, right?
Gotcha.
And
Fair
not
enough.
rush it. And so okay, yeah, hey, I can live with that,
Or
man.
if it's good, doesn't matter, right? At the end, there could be five
Yeah,
episodes as long as they're all great. Fair enough, right? But
yeah,
we've seen
yeah.
shows go too long and shows go too short. A happy
But but
medium.
but are you were you team black or you team green? I don't think you said one way or the
I didn't
other.
say one way or another. I'm still,
Okay, you still mulling it over. God damn it!
opportunistic, man. I gotta see who's
You're
got the
like,
upper hand.
you're
I
like,
want to join the
you
right
got the
side. I want to join the
man.
right side and
No,
lose.
I'm team winner. I'm team
That's what
winner.
I'm saying. Like, who is winning? I'm gonna join that side.
Make a
Listen, it's a
decision,
very
guy. Come
liquid
on.
decision. I could,
Oh,
sway to one
Jesus.
side, sway to the other. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, typical you. Typical you.
You gotta tread
Just
that
like,
line, dude.
just like back in the day, man. That UF Miami game. they're in games. So we go to the game. You're wearing colors that can go either way. Miami wins, and you're just celebrating with the U, dude.
This,
Shame,
listen, at the
shame,
end of the day,
shame.
I always tell people I had a recent conversation about that, little off topic, um, but sports and fandom, quote unquote, right? This romanticizing what a fan should be. Listen, sports is a business. It is.
Yes, it is.
They
It
treat
is
us such. Why shouldn't us as fans treat that way, right? So, people used to say fair weather.
merchandising,
Fair
merchandising,
weather fan, and people don't go when they win.
merchandising.
Only when they go when they win.
You're
Well,
the
of course,
baby.
fans are gonna go when they win because it's like going to a restaurant. It's great food, you love it. Then you get a bad meal. Maybe you go back again, another bad meal. Why would you go back to the restaurant and eat a bad meal? It doesn't make any sense. You wait till the meals are good again, and then you go back. That's how it's done. I'm gonna go to the restaurant, which I'm gonna get fed well. Cheer for the winning
Oh,
teams. So I'm saying, by buy this merchandise, you just hold off. Same thing, Game of Thrones. I wait to see who's on top, and I'm gonna hit you on that dragon. That's what I'm saying, dude.
they laugh.
That being said, yeah. So Game of Thrones obviously must watch. It's fantastic. And speaking of must watch, we do got one coming up next week, and let's get into it. Chewy, you got real quick as far as
Oh, before
oh
before we get to that,
sure.
what are your thoughts on finally after 30, almost 40 years now? Is it been 30 years or 35 years? I'll say 35. I'll split the difference. Uh, Spaceballs 2.
There goes the neighborhood. I don't know. To be honest with you, I just get this history of the world was not good. Right, the
Uh,
series.
well, yeah, well, there was yeah, because there was History World Part Two or
Right,
the
so
original,
right,
and
but
then the
yeah,
series was
the series was the movie was great, but the series was not good. We've seen these,
yeah.
Coming to America, which off the top of my head was whatever. Beverly Hills Cop looks terrible. I don't know, dude. Mel Brooks is only producing it. I like Josh Gad a lot, who's going to be involved in
Hmm.
this. I think he's going to
Yeah.
play John Candy's son or something. I'm thinking.
Oh, Lord Helmet do part do.
No, he's going to be like the
Oh,
mom.
John Candy. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
Barf.
The
Yeah, Barf.
mod. Okay, Barf.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think he's going to be probably like the son. He just makes sense, but I don't know. We'll see. Whatever. I don't know.
I mean, we love his satire. I mean,
I love
short
Mel
of the
Brooks.
issues with his Zero Part Three, Four, whatever it was.
Right, right.
His movies are very satirical. I mean, obviously, yeah, we fell in love with Young Frankenstein, which
Yeah,
was a
of
satire
course.
of all the
Yeah.
50s and 60s horror
Monster
movies.
flicks. Yeah.
Yeah, the monster flicks, which was
Blazing
great.
Saddles.
Gene Wilder
Yeah.
was at his peak, right?
Yeah.
Um, and Blazing Saddles,
Of
and
course.
obviously Spaceballs, which was a take on the sci-fi Star Wars, more of the sci-fi, but heavy on the
Well,
Star
yeah.
Wars
Star Wars. Yeah.
influence,
Star Wars. It's a spoof
especially with the Darth
ultimately.
helmet
Yeah.
and the Lando and the Chewie
I
characters. But
mean,
there was some Planet of the Apes. There was
it
lots of things
it
in
could be
there.
really good. Mel Brooks is not writing it, so I think that's a good thing. To be honest with you,
No, he's producing.
he's
Yeah, I
producing it,
mean,
so
he's always he's he's at the age he should be retired, honestly. But whatever.
no, right. Let's he's
Uh,
producing it, fair enough. But let's. I mean, like whatever. We'll see. If it's straight to Amazon Prime, I'm concerned. I put more concerned than it would be. I'll put it that way.
well, I mean, there've been some good movies on Amazon
They
Prime.
have, but I mean, it's I just think just concern doesn't mean it's gonna be bad. We've seen
Yeah,
movies on release, and Prey was one, and even Roadhouse was cool, right?
yeah, exactly.
Right. So, but that was supposed to be released, and they changed their mind. So whatever. But either way, let's see. I mean, yeah, I guess I don't know. I'm
All right,
indifferent. I'm
just wanted to
indifferent.
get your thoughts.
Yeah,
This is a
indifferent
light week,
until I
so
know more. I need to know more. Like who's in it, what's the story, and all. I think Rick Moranis back could be kind of exciting. He's been retired for a long time.
wow,
Yeah,
that would be
that'll be
that'd be a coup
it would
because
be. Then I'd be
he's been
excited.
gone for a while.
Oh yeah, he retired. I think his wife. This is his family. He's taking care of his kids.
Yeah,
His
it's
wife
been.
died or
And
something. I
actually,
think.
didn't he get beat up in New York, or was that someone else? He got punched, sucker punch in New York.
Did he? You may be right.
With the last couple of years he was in New York,
You may
or
be right or
does he live
something.
in? He's Canadian, right? If I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken.
yeah.
Okay,
He may live
so
in New
he
York, but
was in
yeah.
New York for something,
Mhm.
and I guess someone just randomly just punched him or something. I can't remember the full details.
Let's see. I really wanted to be in Spaceballs too, apparently. Um, you get him, then I'm more on board. So let's see. I
There,
mean,
they can get Ryan Reynolds, man. He'll get him in
it's
there.
a couple
Come on.
years away for this piano. The Gary Reynolds will be loving it. But yeah, so next week, the more recent stuff, we got Land of Women, Apple Plus, Spanish American show with Eva Longoria.
Hmm.
We got, of course,
We'll see.
The Bear, which
Oh,
we're very excited about.
yes, chef.
One of the,
Yes, chef.
chef, one of the top shows on TV, period.
And I think this is going to end up season four. So after this, they're already filming four,
Also, it's
and
one
that'll
more
be
season.
again,
Okay.
yeah, 4 seasons, yeah,
Yeah,
of
it's
the bear, which
kind of
is
short, but that's okay. But as a show,
well, what it
yeah,
is. Yeah.
highly
Well, what can
recommend
you do?
to go
Yeah,
back and watch if you haven't seen it. Absolutely. The '90s
awesome
show and on
cousin.
Netflix, of course, from the '70s shows sequel, I guess. My Lady
Yes,
Jane's kind of historical take on true story, I guess. I don't know. Just
yeah, alternative
yeah,
history. Yes.
alternative history. There we go. Amazon
Mhm.
27th, and then we got something interesting, Supercell on Netflix as well, which is kind of a superhero-ish show.
In England, yeah,
Yeah,
the
so I guess a
UK,
few
yes,
individuals,
British.
gain some powers, and they're trying to figure out why.
Mm.
It's kind of thing on Netflix. So that could be very interesting. Who knows? It's
And
Netflix, so we'll see.
actually, there was one that I missed, but no, not through our fault because we obviously I have MGM Plus, and they're
Oh,
very selective of how they put out shows.
sure.
I just noticed it because they finally brought back part two of Billy the Kid series, which is really really great. I
Ah,
really enjoyed Great Western, right?
oh, that's right. You like that?
Probably
Yeah, yeah.
a accurate take on the history. Because we've seen Young Guns and whatnot. Those movies are just it's Hollywood, right? It's more Hollywood than fact.
Of course.
Um, and he's notorious or infamous Western history, but this is a great take. But because of that, a they just brought out a new show with Danny Pino, CP alum,
Hmm.
class of '92, and Michael Chiklis, called
Oh,
Cocaine Hotel, which is about the club mutiny, which is probably even featured. I think it was featured in the Griselda story on Netflix, right? That one club where
mhm.
everything went down and deals whatnot. So this is about that story. The guy, mainly the guy who ran that club, and obviously his drug involvement, what was going on in the late '70s, early '80s, whatnot. So just came out last night, or actually came out last week.
Okay.
Episode 2 just dropped. So that's on MGM Plus.
Oh, there you go. You got three people very happy for the three that subscribe to her MGM Plus. So you gotta keep them. You gotta make the money worthwhile. You're spending your money. It's hard earned, man. God damn it. That being said, we look forward to a little bit bigger, more shows to talk about next week, including the Bears. The third out of the three big three that came out this month. So very exciting. Two
Yeah,
two
heavy
have
enough.
hit. Two have hit. The third should hit. The better hit. But that being said, don't forget every Sunday here. Check us out. You know what's on TV. This is what we're here for. Subscribe with the like button, and we'll see you guys next week.
Peace.